And the other item I have is the original 3D3 numbers matching for the car. My name's Wayne and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at some of the parts that I have left over from building my car. Now a lot of people say, oh, if your car is not stock, you need to keep all those original parts with the car. Now some of the parts I definitely want to keep, and other ones I'm not too attached to, and some that I want to sell. I'm curious what you guys actually think they're worth. So let's take a look. One item I have left over are my torsion bars. That's something I definitely don't want to keep. I have no interest in keeping those. To me, there's no value in original torsion bars for the vehicle. And plus, pretty confident I'll never be going back to those. So here's the point. Is there any value to those? Do people even want something like that? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm certainly not going to throw them away, but I'm curious what a value as in used torsion bars might be for, again, 3D3 cuda. Now some other parts I have left over are these old shocks, which I'm honestly gonna pitch those. I can't imagine anybody wanting some old shocks. I mean, gosh, they're cheap enough as it is. Now one item I'm really curious about are the brakes. So these had four-wheel drums on the car, and these are 11-inch front and rear drums. And I have the spindles here. I had to cut off one of the ball joints because it was not coming out, but it could be pressed out at a shop. You know, I had a bigger press than what I do. So I know these have some value, but I really don't know what they're worth. Now I do have the backing plates with the shoes, and I had just rebuilt these a couple years ago, so they worked just fine. But that's one of those where I'm not sure if I should hold onto the brakes and keep them with the car, or if I should just get rid of them. You know, one thing, I don't have a lot of space, and number two, I'll never put them back on the car no matter what. But with that being said, if I was to sell them, what do you think those four-wheel drums, 11-inch drums, are worth? So today's Hot Rod Trivia question of the week is... So today's trivia question is, what Mopar engine had the largest cylinder bore size? Think you know the answer? Well, stick around to the end of the video and I'll let you know. Another item I have is the manual steering box. Now again, not sure the value. To me, it'll never go back in the car. I have no interest in ever having manual steering in a car again, but I don't know. What do you guys think these are worth? I could easily keep it. It's not that big. It is pretty heavy, but so it's just another thing that I'm trying to consider if I want to keep or get rid of. What do you guys think? Go or stay? And if so, what do you think it's worth? And the other item I have is the original 3D3 numbers matching for the car. And sure enough, there's no way I'm getting rid of that. But it's a cool piece, so nice to have it, and it did run when I was pulling it out of the car, so that's always cool to have. And again, it's not going nowhere. And the other item I have is the package tray, right? So this goes behind the rear seat, underneath the back glass, and it's not in that bad a shape, but I wanted a new one, specifically one that had the speaker cutouts in it. So with that being said, I did replace it, but you know, it has the old insulation, the backing, the jute backing on it, and again, it's not bad, but I don't know, is it worth something to anybody? I have no idea. The wife was like, what are you doing with this thing? Throw that thing away. I'm like, I don't know, I can't throw it away. Like, I don't think I have an interest in keeping it again, but I don't know. What are your thoughts? Go, stay, value. Now I have these armrests, and I'm pretty sure these are not the originals, but with that being said, they're not in terrible shape, but I mean, they're pretty hard. But if somebody wanted some, it's better than nothing, that's for sure. And I don't know, what do you think these are worth? I'm definitely looking to get rid of these, so let me know your thoughts. And now the big items, right? Obviously the front door panels and the rear interior panels. These, again, you see my videos, they're not in the greatest shape. There's a bunch of cracks on them, but again, man, there's some, you know, deterioration at the top. It's been dyed red. This one was originally black. Actually, both fronts were originally black, but I can't throw them away, even though they are kind of busted up and not in the greatest shape. But I don't know. What do you think these things are worth? I have no idea. I want to get rid of them. Again, these take up a lot of space trying to storage. I don't want to do it. So here's the two rear panels. This one is the passenger side. It's originally black, and it's got some pretty bad cracks in it. But again, it's been dyed, obviously, like I said. But again, I don't know. I'm not going to keep it, but I don't want to throw it away. That's for sure. It's got to be valuable to somebody, but I don't know what the value is. And now this one, this is the driver's side. This one is originally red. Now, with that being said, I would love to keep it, but man, somebody cut this thing out. You can see, like, all the profile is like gone. They hacked it up. So I don't know what was going on there. And to me, that just, I don't really have much interest in keeping it because of that fact, but it's cool because it's a red piece. But yeah, it's been cut. So anyway, I have all the panels, but I'm just looking probably to get rid of these, but trying to figure out a value and maybe find a buyer for these. And I do have the original red steering wheel, which I think is super cool, and I won't be getting rid of this. I think it's a pretty neat piece and something I would like to hang on the garage wall at one point in time when I get things a little more organized. But yeah, that's cool, and that one is not going. So the answer to the trivia question is the Mopar engine with the largest bore is not the 383 or the 426 Hemi at 4 1/4 or even the 440 at 4.32, but it is the 400 at 4.34 inches, which is the same engine block that I have in my Cuda. So after looking at all my parts again, you know, the ones I'm most curious about as far as value really is the brakes and the door panels. Those are the door panels I definitely want to get rid of, as well as like the torsion bars and probably the steering box. But again, I want your feedback. Then the brakes. The brakes I'm really confused about. I'm not sure if I should keep those or not. That's a big question mark. So anyway, so what do you guys think? Leave some comments below on what you think, if I should keep or sell or get rid of any of those parts, and what do you think the values are? Well, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it's a little different than what I normally do on this channel, but I want to be committed to the channel and trying to give you guys videos every week as much as possible. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and you know the deal. If you turn on the bell notification, you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.